It's that time, ladies and gentlemen, the time to sound it out. Jesse Owensby will be introducing the statuesque show. Emily Clance will tell us what is going on around Piedmont College. Carly Rock will be closing us out, and Brock Bennett will be bringing the latest on sports here on campus. I hope you're ready to have the experience of a lifetime, because it is time to sound it out on PCTV.
Thanks for joining us today on Sound It Out. I'm Jesse Owensby, and today we're talking about how to make the best of small spaces. Now, I'm not a traditional student living on campus, but I did live in a dorm for 5 years. It can be tough to stay clean and organized when everything you own is confined to a 10 by 10 room. So today, the cast of Sound It Out is here to help. Stay with us on PCTV for tips to help you make the best of your small space.
I'm Carly Rocca from Sound It Out, bringing you Piedmont News. On October 14th, dirt flew over the shoulders of many who broke ground for the new student village. The village is set to provide housing for 180 additional students here on campus. The village is located off 441 on Demorest Mount Airy Highway. Construction has started and is expected to be completed by July of 2015, which will be available for next fall semester of 2015. Moving on to a musical event, the Singers of Piedmont College will be having their fall concert on November 13th. The concert will start at 7:30 p.m. and end at 9 p.m. The concert will be held at the Center of Worship and Music in Demorest. Those are your Piedmont updates. I'm Carly Rocca reporting for Sound It Out here on PCTV. Stay tuned because up next is an interview with Catherine Moore.
Have you been to the fitness center yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Exercise helps relieve stress and it keeps your body healthy, which is especially important during the cold and flu season. Piedmont's Fitness Center is free for all students, so take advantage of this opportunity. All you need to get in is your student ID. The Fitness Center is open Monday through Thursday from 6 a.m. to midnight, Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Sunday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Keep yourselves healthy this winter, Lions.
I'm Carly Rocca here on Sound It Out, where we're talking about small spaces. Yes, they are terrible, but they can be workable if you have the right equipment. I'm here with junior exercise science major Kayla Freund. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Kayla is extremely organized. Kayla, what dorms have you lived in the past?
I've lived in GB as a freshman, Plymouth as a sophomore, and Mayflower now as a junior.
Which dorm was most difficult for you to stay organized in throughout the years?
I would say GB because I was living with another person who I had just met, and we had spaces that we had that were for ourselves, and then we shared spaces, so we kind of had to collaborate on how we were going to keep those organized.
For girls like me who have so many shoes, clothing, and accessories, what is the best piece of equipment or something you can buy to keep you organized with your clothing?
There are definitely hangers that you can put in your closet that it's not like a regular clothes hanger, but you put them on there and you can like fold your clothes and put them in there. Or I have a shoe rack specified for just my like athletic running shoes because I have a lot of those. So just like any opportunity that you can get to use like the most of your space.
Ultimately, how do you make your dorm room become a home, to be cozy and organized and clean?
To be cozy, I would just say like get all of your favorite pictures and just posters, put them on the wall, and just clean by vacuum. I don't know, clean it up.
Clean it up. All right, well, thank you again. You heard Kayla Freund, a junior exercise science major here at Piedmont College. I'm Carly Rocca reporting for Sound It Out. Keep it locked in because we have so much more for you on PCTV.
Have you ever thought about writing for The Navigator? The Navigator is our award-winning student-run newspaper here at Piedmont College. If you've ever been interested in writing, being a journalist, or just learning how to use programs such as Adobe InDesign, then The Navigator is where you want to be. Contact Ramsey Nix at rnix@piedmont.edu or our editor-in-chief, Alexandra Smith, at asmith0812@lions.piedmont.edu. The Navigator, that's where you need to be.
Hi, I'm Brock Bennett, and in the studio with me today is junior English major Catherine Moore. She's also an RA at Purcell. How are you doing today, Kat?
I'm doing pretty good today, Brock. How about yourself?
Can't complain. Catherine, today's topic is about how to utilize small space. So what do you do to utilize that small space?
Well, I hang up multiple mirrors in my room to reflect off of each other and to make the space seem wider than it is. I also utilize as much wall space as I can by using command hooks and different things on the walls, hanging everything I can just up and out of the way.
Now, as an RA, you have 2 rooms, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you use both rooms to the fullest?
I think I do. My private room has most of my clothes and everything in it. I hang my scarves and things like that up on the wall. But what I call my living room, I use for all of my posters and everything. So it's much more of like a fun atmosphere for my residents.
For the posters, do they take up more space than it really does?
They really do. When I'm moving them, pack them all up in a really small area, but hanging them up on the wall can be a Jenga of sorts.
You spoke of mirrors. How does that play into the effect?
I hang up the mirrors in the different rooms to kind of showcase all of the different posters that I have around the corner so that people can see them better.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. Again, that was junior English major Catherine Moore. I'm Brock Bennett reporting for Sound It Out on PCTV. Stay tuned for what's up next.
Have you always dreamed of being on TV? Well, now you can realize those dreams on PCTV, your campus TV station here at Piedmont College. You can produce a reality show, a sitcom about college life, a short film, or even a talk show like Sound It Out or The Bomb Squad. And if you're not a fan of being on camera, you can work behind the scenes to help make your hit show. No matter what you like to do, PCTV is your place to shine.
Hello everyone, I'm Brock Bennett here to update you with the sports on Sound It Out. Closing up shop this fall, the Piedmont Volleyball Lady Lions finished up their season with a 3-1 loss to Averett University. Seniors Caitlin Norman and Jen Opper were named All-Conference by USA South. Norman was also named Capital One Academic All-District for the second time. The Lady Lions finished the season with 20 wins and 13 losses. Throwing an alley-oop, the Piedmont College men's basketball team will start their season off with an exhibition game against Mercer University on Friday, November 14th at 7 p.m. in Macon, Georgia. For those of you that don't know, Mercer was a Cinderella story last year during March Madness, and our boys are going to show them how to play ball. The Lions look to have a better season than last with only 9 wins and 16 losses. The Lady Lions basketball team will begin its season on Saturday, November 15th at 4 p.m. against Burnham Southern College. This is going to wrap up this sports segment. Again, I'm Brock Bennett, keeping you updated with Piedmont's athletics.
I'm Jessie Owensby, and today I'm going to give you some insight on what I do at my house to make it look nice and spacious. The first thing I do is decorate in dimensions. Instead of hanging pictures on my walls, I installed shelves so that I can place actual 3-dimensional items around the room. This helps clean off those counters and give more actual space. The next thing I do is use hooks. Anyone can buy these hooks for very cheap at almost any store. These hooks are a great way to get things off the floor so you have more walking room. This also helps your space to look not so cluttered and not so dilapidated. Lastly, everything in my house has a place. I try to keep everything in its rightful place so I always know where it is. Maybe now that you know these tips, you can put them to use in your room. Now, let's check in with Carly Rocca for her final remarks. Reporting for Sound It Out, I'm Jessie Owensby.
Thank you so much, Jessie, for those helpful tips on how to make your dorm room look comely. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today here on Sound It Out on PCTV. Keep watching. We have so much more in the next couple weeks. We had news and sports updates here on the show, as well as 2 interviews from Catherine Moore and Kayla Foyne on how to decorate, stay organized, and ultimately make your dorm room feel cozy. Keep it locked in here on Sound It Out. I'm Carly Rocca, reporting for PCTV.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Sound It Out on PCTV. Join our troupe next week on Z98.7 FM at 3 p.m. for a fun-filled radio show. On behalf of Carly Haraka, Brock Bennett, and Jessie Owensby, I'm Emily Clanch.
saying thanks for tuning in to Sound It Out.